Hello, this is Serrano Keith Baldio with Texas Justice Review. Today we're talking about a big upset in the District Attorney's office in Dallas, Texas. John Creuzot is no longer in office, or won't be by January, I think. Amber Givens, she was elected above him, so there is no Republican on the ballot for this office or to run for this office. I think the Republicans has given up altogether on Dallas when it comes to the judiciary, except for the appeals court, because that's where a lot of the white votes are. And most black and minorities and white Democrats will always vote for a Democrat to be the judge in Dallas, Texas. So I think the head of the Republican Party has lost faith, or just have lost someone to put in that place to run for it. And in this election, John Creuzot, he's raised about $420,000, and Amber Givens has raised about $20,000. And that money did not equate to votes, because John Creuzot, and I'm going to tell you something about John Creuzot while he's leaving. John Creuzot is a nice guy. Personally, he is a good guy. If you met him in person, he's very nice to you. But when it comes to the office of district attorney, there's too much politics. And I think one of his major misgivings, no pun intended, is that he's too lenient on criminals, because he thinks, they're minorities like him, or I guess black like me. Doesn't really look black though. I think he's given away too much instead of being strict on crime. Even his own people are telling him, you cannot be this strict on crime, because criminals going into that revolving door is not good for Dallas. You speak to any Dallas police officers, they will tell you they send a criminal into the court and they go through a revolving door and they come back out on the street, and the cops have to keep arresting them. So I think and I actually advertised, the Dallas Texas Review actually advertised a little of her campaign on Texas Justice Review. We didn't advertise, I just wanted to put her out there, because I personally felt that we need a new district attorney in Dallas, Texas, because John Creuzot, even though he's a good guy, he has this event with all these judges cozying up together, and that affects people's cases. When a judge gets hurt, they call another judge, hey, if you've got a case over there, this guy's been before me, I want you to throw that case, and it happens. The judges are too cozy. I had an appeal, and Tina Clinton, and what's the other woman's name? Tina Clinton and Denise Garcia, they were part of that party. And when I sent my case to the appeal against a Democratic judge, now this Democratic judge, when Creuzot took office, he fired 11 Republicans, and Michael Snipes, who was working with the Republicans that happens to be a Democrat, he made him resign. And that guy became a destructive force to just about everybody he touched. And I think when Amber Givens goes into that office, because she is going to be the next DA, she took a beating from them. They were beating up on her, because she had a state judicial board of conduct. But the thing is, can she rule? And can she has to present cases to judges. But what if a judge commits a crime? Her office, or Creuzot's office, is supposed to hire a special prosecutor because they're friendly with the judges. Creuzot doesn't do that. Michael Snipes, he had a report of another judge that was committing a crime against a litigant, a pro se litigant, cost her $85,000. The litigant caught her lying with evidence, went to Creuzot's people, and they told her no. That lady was black. And the judge, Melissa Bellin, is white. So there's a lot of racism still under Creuzot in that office, and you can't talk to him about it because, he does his own thing, runs his own show. But anyway, he said in his ongoing thing, he's going to continue to do, the litigant stuff, still be involved. But here is a little bit of what Amber Givens, this is what I liked her and why I...
In January 2023, Judge Amber Givens first sounded the alarm about widespread evidence issues in Dallas County. But Creuzot disagreed, saying there was no widespread problem. That same month,
Creuzot told the judge it didn't really matter if prosecutors asked for all the evidence or not because there are state and federal laws mandating police turn over all of that evidence.
A December 2023 audit revealed more than 500 videos have been deleted in over 100 murder cases. But Creuzot and police said the deletions did not impact the cases.
Dallas, how do we celebrate justice on camera while missing evidence is minimized when the cameras are off?
That's why Judge Amber Givens is running for district attorney, because justice isn't symbolic. It's what happens when no one is watching.
So that's her advertisement. I liked it. I liked what she had to say, and I'm not going to judge Creuzot because he's been very nice to me every time I go to his event. But again, there's too much politics. There's too much politics and not enough hard line actions against criminals. And he's talking about low-lying criminals, petty, or no, they're criminals. A criminal is a criminal, and they will eventually hurt people. So I kind of think this was a good pick by Dallas voters to get a new face, new ideas, fresh blood. And the good thing about her is because she knows that she's been hurt by the judicial system, by false information, misinformation, and she's fighting for her own life or her own reputation. So she can understand when an innocent person is fighting for their own reputation, and when somebody, the powers that be, is trying to hurt them. So that's my take on the Dallas district, flip, turnover. I really thought Creuzot was going to win, but I thought she had a hard shot. But I kind of put her out there because I like what she had to say, and I hope she does a great job. She's not the DA yet. She's not, and there's a lot of things happening in district. I turned over a case with Kathy Stewart, the councilwoman who lied and committed fraud in her application to Creuzot's people. It's been a year, they did nothing. Even sent it through the police department, they did nothing. So I kind of feel that the people he has around him protects politicians, protects people who commit crimes that are, ethical crimes, moral crimes, political crimes, and I'd like to see a change on that. And hopefully Amber Givens will bring that change. This is Serrano Keith Baldio. Thanks for watching. And just remember, she's not going to take office until January, I believe, because you still have the elections in November. She's not going to be a part of that. I mean, she'll probably still be on the ballot just to show that, people are going to vote for her and kind of mandate, rubber stamp that she's the one they chose. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.